y'all know what day it is. February 21st, it is Map of the Soul 7 release day. BTS is back, baby. Woo! Woo! Get ready for an energetic video because BTS are back. And I know I have not done my alts enough respect on this channel. Like, y'all probably don't even realize that BTS are my alts. But BTS are my alts. If you could see my bedroom, you'd know. But you guys can't because I haven't done a room tour. But maybe in a future video. Anyway, back to the agenda on the table today. BTS are back! It's been almost a year and we have been starving. Well, I mean, I know we've gotten some stuff. Like, we haven't been, like, level of other groups that I won't name starving, but, like, we got the BTS World soundtrack last year, and I know there's some other stuff that I'm forgetting. Like, I know some members did, like, solo stuff on SoundCloud, but, like, it's been a hot minute since we've had a comeback, hasn't it, right? And now BTS are finally back with Map of the Soul 7. And y'all, I have been having a day. Let me just say. Like, when BTS comes back, this hoe goes all out. I really do. Like, I don't normally wake up at, it's 3 a.m. right now. Well, not when I'm filming this, but like, when, like 6 p.m. KST for me in my time zone is 3 a.m. in the morning. And I usually will not stay up or wake up for K-pop comebacks. I'll wait until the morning. I'm not that restless. But for BTS, I refuse to do anything but wake up at 3 a.m. So last night, I really wasn't feeling well, I'll be honest, guys. I felt sick as hell last night. So I'd planned to, like, watch TV until 3 in the morning and then, like, celebrate the comeback. Woo! And then I didn't. So I set an alarm for like 2:55 in the morning so I could wake up and watch the watch the Kinetic film. The name is like skipping my mind right now, but like the performance video basically for On. And I put my alarm on and I like went to sleep and I was out, guys. I was so out because I told you guys I was sick. I wanted to really hype up this comeback, but I was sick yesterday. So I went to sleep and I usually wake up before my alarm for BTS because I'm usually so restless, but I was so deep asleep that I almost didn't wake up. Like, I didn't hear my alarm, and then like when I finally like dragged myself out of like REM sleep, I like heard it, and my dad had come into my room to be like, your alarm is going off. I don't know why it's going off because it's 3 in the morning, but your alarm is going off. And I was like, oh, sorry, bye, leave, please. And like, then I like grabbed my phone and I got my headphones in and like I watched the music video, and then I promptly like went back to sleep because I was so tired. I honestly, like, my brain was like, do we have to get up for BTS? And I was like, yes, I'm an army, we're getting up for BTS. So I stayed awake that like 5-10 minutes. I watched the music video, and then if any of you other guys were up at the time when the music video dropped, you know about the little like glitch that YouTube had. Like, they were premiering the music video, I hopped in and I was watching, and then like right before the bridge, it cut out. Like, the video cut out and they just like ended the premiere, and like, I know that so many of us, because I'm on a group chat with a bunch of my friends who are also armies, and everyone was like, is the song over? Is the song over? And then somebody was like, no, the premiere just cut short, but there's still more of the song. So I had to like run back to YouTube and then listen to the rest of the song, and oh my gosh, guys, this comeback, like, you guys can feel my energy. I'm so here for this comeback. But anyway, long story short, after I finished watching the music video, after that little like hiccup, I went back to sleep. Then I woke up and I'm feeling so much better today. Like, my health is so much better. I'm so energized, and I woke up at like 10:30 because I don't have classes on Fridays, which is perfect for BTS. Like, that my whole schedule is like wide open for BTS today. So I woke up and then I got my iPad out and I was like, okay, let's watch some lyric videos, because I wanted my first listen to be with lyrics. And I know y'all are gonna be like, you need to be streaming the songs. I'm like, yeah, I know. But I had to read the lyrics. So I got it out and I pulled up the track list and I like went through each one and listened to and read the lyrics, and I did that. And then I decided to, get out of bed and become a functional human being. So I was getting ready, I was eating brunch, I was catching up on some things I needed to do, and now I am sitting down to film this, which is going to be my album and music video and comeback review in general. So yeah, without further ado, let's get started, guys. I'm pumped. So first things first, I'm just gonna give an overall view of the album. What did I think? Am I happy? Am I unhappy? Honestly, I was planning so much fun stuff for this comeback for this channel, and then I didn't do any of it. Like, I had I had written a script for a review for Black Swan when it came out, because I was actually awake that day when Black Swan came out. I'd almost forgotten that it was coming out, and then one of my friends texted me, because we'd been hanging out earlier that day, and she was like, BTS at 3, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm actually awake, what the hell? And so I'd watched it, and I typed out a whole, like, reaction thing, and I was like, I'm gonna be good about this, and I'm gonna script it. And as you guys can tell today, I have not scripted shit. I'm just here, and I'm here, and I'm excited. But that day, I'd filmed that, and I'd planned to, like, do a whole bunch of stuff, of reactions and stuff that were leading up to the comeback, and then I didn't. So it's all gonna be in this video today. It's probably gonna be a long video, but we do anything for BTS, so I assume y'all will be watching, please. Fingers crossed. So anyway, yeah, let's get right into it. So the album overall, I'm gonna talk about, like, title, design, like, everything. We're gonna go through all of this. So title-wise, I do love I love Map of the Soul 7. Like, we weren't expecting that at all. Like, everyone was like, wait, what, 7? But yes, I loved it. I actually, like, it took me a minute to, like, adjust to it, but I like it. Like, it feels good. Because, again, like, RM has been saying, because I watched oh god, I forgot what show they're on. They were on something this morning, and I don't want to mix that up. But they were on something, I think the Today Show. I want to say it was the Today Show. And I literally just watched that before filming this. But RM was talking about how 7 is because there's 7 members and 7 years. And, y'all, this is the album. This is the album. Like, I was texting my cousin this morning. Actually, I called her before I was doing this, because we had to freak out about the album before I freaked out for you guys. And I was like, girl, like, don't, none of y'all come for me, okay? Because everybody's got their own opinions. But for me, this is my favorite album since, like, Young Forever. Like, okay, not saying I didn't like anything past that, because Wings was the queen, and obviously, but, like, it's been a long time since I've loved, like, every single song on one of these albums, like, from first listen. Because of course, I've grown into, like, all of their music, but this is one album where I loved it. I loved everything from first listen. I was so excited, because when I woke up, I was like, I need to listen to BTS. I'm so drowsy, but I need to listen to BTS. And then the album just woke me up. It awakened me. And so, yeah, I've been so excited this morning. Like, I've just been running on BTS all morning, and now it's just kind of all spilling out. So y'all get to enjoy that. And so, yeah, title, I love it's Map of the Soul 7 members, 7 years. I love the concept, like, art, because they've kind of, like, I don't remember who leaked it or how, like, people found out about it, because Big Hit didn't really post anything about, like, what that physical album cover was going to look like, and, like, all the versions and stuff. But, like, one day I was just on Choice Music LA after I'd ordered my album, and I saw that they had all the images up, and I was like, oh my god, the colors are so good, everything looks so clean. I think we were all expecting, like, blue with the silver, like, kind of like how Persona looked, but in blue, in different shades of blue. But this album is white and with different colored 7s, and actually I really like it. Like, it took a minute, because it's not gonna look as uniform next to Persona, but, like, I'm okay with it. It's beautiful. And yeah, that happened. And then we got the concept photos. I want to say it's been a week and a half, maybe, since the concept photos. Maybe just a week. Time isn't real, guys. But yeah, the concept photos dropped, and wow. God, I wish I'd filmed, like, reactions when I had seen those the first time, because I freaked out, guys. And all 4 sets look really, really good. But my favorite, because I don't know, I love Wings, I love the Dark Angel concept, so version 2 was just, like, right up my alley, guys. And so that is the version that I've actually ordered. I did pre-order the album. I usually end up just, like, rolling over to Target, like, within the first week and buying it, but this time I was like, I want to pre-order the album. So I pre-ordered from Choice Music, and that they said that they're only going to start getting their copies next, like on Monday, Tuesday, because the album releases in Korea, and then shipping stuff releases in Korea today, and then the shipping stuff, so they won't get their supply until Monday, Tuesday, so we probably won't get the album until I want to say the earliest, like, tail end of next week. But look out for that. I will be filming an unboxing for that, and it will be very exciting. I'm so excited for this album and to see all the pictures. I just want it all. I just want them to give us everything. I want HD digitals of everything so that I can make it my wallpaper, my screensavers, my lock screens, all of that. Wow, I've really been filming for like almost 11 minutes, and I haven't even started talking about the album and the music itself. So this is going to be a really fun video, guys. Hold on tight. So, yeah, so I talked about the concept photos, I talked about the title, so let's start talking about the album itself. So, in the first order of business today, so what I'm going to do in the order of this video, I'm going to start with On, because it's the title track, and that it also has the music. I'm just going to call it a music video. I know the music video isn't out yet, and I'll probably film something about that when it comes out next weekend. Maybe I'll pair that and the album unboxing together. We'll see. But, yeah, I'm going to start with On because it's the title track. Even then, after that, I'm going to go in order of tracks on the album after the Persona tracks finish. So I'll start with On, and then Interlude, Shadow, Black Swan, going on and on and on until the end, until Ego. So let's get started. On, wow. Like, y'all can feel, I hope y'all can feel my energy, because I'm just like, I don't want to say high, but I'm just high on BTS content today. And honestly, On is so good, y'all. Like, okay, I don't like I know nobody here likes to compare songs, but like the drums and stuff really reminded me of Wonderland by ATEEZ. And so like that's been ringing around in my head all day. But like, wow, On is so good, guys. Like I love how the minute I want to start talking about the album, like everything just like flies out of my head and it feels like I haven't listened to it at all. And this is why you take notes, guys. If you're a YouTuber, you should take notes while you listen to the album. But I was in bed, I was in my pajamas, and I didn't feel like writing anything down. So I didn't. But yes, On is here. And thank God people have already started posting lyrics online so I don't feel like an actual clown. Because I wanted to talk about the lyrics. Because my favorite line from On is like, I think it's in the pre-chorus. Yeah. If you don't want to go crazy, you gotta go crazy. And that is like Jungkook's line. And they do it in the pre-chorus. And it's my favorite line in the entire song, like hands down. I mean, doesn't that just embody what it means to be an ARMY? Like, everyone comes in and they're just like, you know, I'm gonna be casual, I'm just gonna listen to the music, I don't need to like stand or anything. But, you know, if you don't want to go crazy, you gotta go crazy. You gotta go all in with BTS. So I felt like that was really fun. And then also, this is a general note. I forgot to talk about this when I was talking about the entire album. But this album had a lot of English. Like, I mean, yeah, they usually like blend Korean and English. But I felt like the percentage of English lyrics went up for this album. And it was really nice. It's not like, I hate the Korean lyrics or I hate the English lyrics. But like, the pronunciation was really good. They did a really good job with pronunciation, and I'm here for it. Like, cause On started with Jimin's like, I can't understand what people are saying, and I was like, wait, my son is speaking English, and so yeah, there was that, and I can't put my finger on which song it was, but Namjoon does like a full English rap in one of the songs, and I'm sure I'll get there when I get there, but you know. For now, we're still talking about On. I'm everywhere, guys. And oh my god, Jungkook's bridge, because that's right where the premiere cut out when I was watching it, was at Jungkook's bridge, and so I didn't see that at first, and I thought the song was over. And then when I went back to see it, I was just like, jaw on the ground. Like, I didn't know about the whole era, because we haven't seen live stages or anything yet, but so far, when it comes to On is Jungkook's song, y'all. Like, line distribution, he got the most lines, but, like, that bridge, like, the notes he was hitting, and he came out serving such good looks, like, the leather jacket, the hair, like, I was taken back to Fake Love era with Jungkook styling this hair. in On. I'm so here for it because I adore Fake Love era Jungkook. And so yeah, this is On his Jungkook song. Like that's it. And like I loved hearing so much more of Jin this comeback as well. And especially in On, and like, gosh, I'm so sorry guys, my brain is literally everywhere right now because I'm so excited. But yeah, On was really good. It was such a strong title track, and I loved the dance, like the choreography, the dance break. Like I'm so excited to see stages for this. I cannot wait until the comeback show. I can't wait to see what other B-sides they're planning on they're gonna promote, and to see live show performances when they get back to Korea. Y'all, this is gonna be that comeback. This is going to be the comeback. And I kind of love it. So that's it about On for right now. I think we're gonna move on. We're gonna go zoop back to the beginning, and we are gonna hit with Interlude Shadow, which is Yoongi's track, solo track. And at first, the first time I listened to it, like, Yoongi's my favorite rapper stylistically out of the rap line in BTS. But like the song, I liked the song, but it wasn't like a hard hitter for me. Like some of Yoongi's stuff like really like floors me. But like, and then I was listening to this again today while I was like eating breakfast, and I was like, yo, Shadow's really good, guys. Like that, I want to be a rap star. I want to be the top. I want to be a rock star. I want it all mine. Like that part. Oh my gosh, I love it. I don't know if it's a hook. I don't know enough about musical terms, but like, y'all, Shadow, like, it took me a minute, but like, Shadow's really good and I love it. The music video is really nice. The message is very, very wholesome. Like, the message of this entire album, I love how honest they were. They weren't trying to bait. They weren't trying to like, just be a fun pop album. They really stripped it down emotionally, this album. And I love that. And since Shadow was it the first taste we got, or did we get Black Swan first? I honestly don't remember the timeline that this went in, but I think Shadow was the first thing we saw. And so that was our first taste of this like raw emotional feeling that we're getting from this comeback, and I really loved it. Moving on, next song is Black Swan. Okay, so we'll go straight into Black Swan. And Black Swan, wow. Y'all, Black Swan was so cool when it dropped. Like, I had it on repeat for like a solid week. It was so good. Like, it just felt so different. And like, that tells you how much I know, because I showed it to my brother and he was just like, this is a Post Malone song. And I was just like, shut up. I don't know enough about him, but this is BTS. And like, I loved Black Swan. Like, I think, like, the strings in the background, like, the harp kind of sound, like, it made me think of, the image in my mind that I got from Black Swan was, like, exactly what we got in the live stage, actually, from Corden, was, like, being in this, like, dark forest, and then you hear, like, a haunting melody that's, like, calling to you, but you can't hear where it's coming from. That is the exact vibe that I got from Black Swan. And so I'm glad that the choreo is the way it is. And the choreo is beautiful. The performance video with, like, the modern dance was, like, mwah, chef's kiss. I loved it so much. And, like, just, oh my gosh. Black Swan, like, I honestly thought we were getting a Wings album part 2. But then we got, like, so much more. Like, this album is so diverse. Because I heard Shadow, I heard, Black Swan, and at that point I really thought we were gonna go for another Wings or a Tear kind of album, and in the end we got like this wonderful mixture that just represents BTS so well and showed off so many different sides of them. Okay, next song is Filter. That is Jimin's song. Woo woo, my bias. And so this is where I started with my listen through this morning, and okay guys, this song got me feeling some type of way, I'll be honest. Like, wow. Like, I know that it's supposed to be like, oh my gosh. It's such a sweet song, but it's also kind of sad, if you know what I mean. Like, how should I explain this? Like, he was asking, like, what can I be for you? Can I be your filter? And I loved that he would say that it's a very selfless song. But like it also, I don't know, it felt like we were using him. He was just like, I'll like, which me do you want? That was the line that really got me. Sorry, I was pulling up the lyrics, so I got all weird for a second. But the mix the colors of the palette, pick your filter, which me do you want? And it really made me sad. Like, I know it wasn't supposed to, or I don't think it was supposed to make me sad, but hearing those lines really made me sad because it kind of felt like everyone says that music is very produced and like K-pop is very much a product and like made for consumption and all of that. And so that line, which was like, which me do you want? Like really like rubbed me an interesting way. And it was a beautiful song. Like Jimin's voice, like the older he gets, the more beautiful his voice becomes. And so it was it was such a pretty song, but it also like it had a very like melancholy feeling to me, at least, if y'all understand that. So yeah, that is, I think, all I have to say at the moment about Filter. So I'm gonna go on to My Time, which was Jungkook's solo track, which, oh, Jung, this song again made me emo in the same way that Filter did, because you know Jimin's talking about like, which me do you want? I'm gonna keep talking about that line, but like, you know, they like, in the way that they're idols, the way that they're made, like the way that K-pop aims them to be is that they're made for us, right? And then like Jungkook's first line in My Time was 24 feels like I became a grown-up faster than everyone else. And I felt so guilty because I felt like we took his youth from him. But like, and I know he enjoys it. Like, I know he's happy. But like lines like friends riding subway, I'll be in the airplane mode, like it just, I don't know, it made me kind of sad. Like he grew up and he had to grow up in the spotlight because he debuted when he was 14 or 15. And yeah, like it kind of felt like a sequel to Begin, where Begin was talking about how the members helped him grow. And now he's more grown up. He's 24 now, which is really trippy, actually. Yeah, that's really weird. Okay, I know it's 23 in like American age, but still that feels really old. And like for him being the Maknae, what am I saying? Old. But he's looking back at the way he grew up, and he's like, and he feels like he's like, in the bridge, he's got the line that says, sometimes when I'm gasping for air, I wear my hat low and keep running. And I wish that he could have had time to slow down and grow up. And I feel a little guilty that we took up his time, you know? And I know he was living his dream and all of that, but you can't help but feel a little guilty with this song. Next song is Louder Than Bombs, and this, okay, I'm just gonna say, this is the song that I was most excited for on this album, actually. Like, when I first saw the track list, I was like, Louder Than Bombs sounds like such a cool title, and then the bomb dropped and we found out that it's being co-written by Troye Sivan and Ali X, and someone else that I'm forgetting the name of right now, I'm really sorry, but yeah, Troye Sivan and Ali X, I listened to both of them, and I was like, what? And honestly, like, my friend and I were talking about it, and we thought that this might be Jungkook's solo, because, like, you know, he wants to collaborate with Troye Sivan, so we thought that maybe this was his, but I'm really glad it was an OT7 track. And right now, at the moment, I haven't been able to pick a favorite song on the album, because I love every single track so much, which is, usually I'm able to pick a favorite, like, really early on with albums, but this album I really need to digest, but Louder Than Bombs is definitely a contender for my favorite song. Like, it really did hold up. I love the sound of this. And it was the first OT7's, like, B-side that we got. We only got a few of those on this album, which is kind of sad, but, like, it felt like a love letter from BTS to ARMY, you know? And, like, about how they're always here to take care of us. And, like, we always talk about, you know, BTS saved our lives and things like that. And this is really them, like, kind of, like, not to like reference the concept photos, but kind of them, like, wrapping us in their wings and saying, like, reminding us that they're always going to be there for us. And I really love this song. Yeah. I love this song so much. And then Yoongi's verse, where he was talking about the pain I have, they say it's hypocrisy, and he said that several times, and just, oh my gosh. I loved this song. I wish I could talk about this more, I'm just so speechless with this album. But Louder Than Bombs was definitely one of my favorite songs. It was one of the most emotional songs on the album. It is not the most emotional, we're getting to that. And believe me, I will get emo over that. But yeah, Louder Than Bombs is definitely one of my favorite songs on the album. So going on to I wish we'd gotten a little bit more in the chorus, like, but you know, we get what we get. But this song was so good, y'all. So good. Like, rap line came through. We got ciphers 1 through 4, then we got dang, and then we got and I love the rap lines. Like, they're not even diss tracks, and I almost forgot Tear in Her as well. Tear in Her, because Outro Tear was my shit. I love Outro Tear so much. And then we got and I'm just, it's such a different vibe from the rest of the album, but it's just so classic, like, rap line, BTS. And I loved this song so much. It just, like, really hyped me up because I was feeling really soft after the other couple songs, and then, really hit on there, and it was such a fun song. And it really was that, like, it wasn't, like, a diss track specifically, but, like, about, they were talking about rage, like, so much, and then burning, and, oh my god, this song is just so upbeat and fun, and it really went hard. This song went so hard, and I know this is gonna be, like, this is the next outro tier, y'all. And then, like, as I was listening to the album, I was thinking about, like, what it's gonna be like for people who get to see them on tour. Unfortunately, I don't have tickets, but I'm hoping to buy resale tickets at some point, because I really want to go. Like, I just was broke as hell when the tickets went on sale, so I do want to see them on this tour, and I really, really want to see these songs performed. And honestly, I feel like that is going to be one of the best songs to see live. Like, when I was listening to it, I was like, this is going to be so fire live, because I actually was lucky enough to see BTS on the Love Yourself tour. Not the stadium tour, the one before that. But, and, like, Outro Tear was one of the best songs they performed live, so I can hardly imagine how great UGG is going to be. Moving on to 0 O'Clock, which is the vocal line song. When I saw the title, I was kind of thinking maybe something like The Truth Untold, like a very soft song. And this song, it was kind of like Louder Than Bombs, and then it was like For Us, but like, it was just so relatable, because I know so many of us have had those days. Like, this was such a relatable song. Like, it started with, those, like, I'm reading the English translation, but those days when you're sad for no reason, those days when your body is heavy, and it looks like everyone except you is busy and fierce. And, like, honestly, this song has really summed up some of the stuff that I've been going through in, like, the last, like, month with school, with, like, school starting back up, and I just haven't really gotten back into the groove of things yet, and this song really hit hard. And then Jimin's, like, verse about forgetting familiar lyrics, and I remembered how much he tears himself up when he makes mistakes, like, from Burn the Stage, and I just wanted to hug him, because that's never mattered to us. We love him the way he is, and this song in general was just so special. I loved it. This was such a personal song. Going on to Inner Child, which is V's solo. So, I'm going to be honest right now. I'm going to be very honest. Usually V's solo songs aren't usually my thing. Like, I love his voice, but, like, his style of music usually isn't, like, my favorite. So I don't usually like his solos as much as the other members. But honestly, this is a contender for one of my favorite songs on the album. Inner Child was so beautiful. Like, the lyrics were really nice, and, like, I also really liked, like, in verse 1 where he says, you at that time didn't believe in galaxies, but I saw it, a silver galaxy, which I tied back to Magic Shop's lyrics, which is like, I do believe your galaxy. And this whole stars thing that we saw in the Love Yourself era with, I think there was some stuff in Serendipity's music video with stars and stuff, and I loved Inner Child, guys. Like, I can't even tell you why. It's just the style of the song is a lot like music that I listen to, so it was very much something that I loved musically, and then the lyrics were very soft and wonderful. And when I heard Inner Child, when I heard the title, I figured it was going to be something like Jungkook's solo, like thematically, and then it was more hopeful, and him speaking to his past self and saying that, like, you know, we made it, and I really loved that. I really, really did. So, going on to the next song, which is Friend. Oh, this song. Oh my god, like, get yourself a friend like, a friendship like V and Jimin, like, god. Like, I mean, we all know that they're close, because, I mean, they're the 95 line, there we go. 95 line. And, like, we've seen bits of their friendship in Instagram posts and Burn the Stage and V-Lives and stuff like that. But, like, this song was so special and so intimate, and I loved it. I loved how specific it was, like, about how they became friends and how they're, like, and it was so realistic, because they didn't just, like, touch on the friendly parts. They talked about how they fight sometimes, and, like, and then in the chorus when they say, one day when all the cheers die down, so we assume, like, when BTS is disbanded and moved on with their, like, personal lives, and, you know, possibly started families and things like that, is one day when this cheer dies down, stay by my side. And it was just, my gosh, it just made me really emotional, because they all want to stay together, especially these two. Like, we always hear them being like, we want to live in dorm forever, all 7 of us, but, like, seeing V and Jimin's, like, friendship in this track, like, we don't get unit tracks that aren't, like, vocal unit or rap unit very often, and I'm really thankful that we got songs like Friend and Respect on this album that gave us, like, this, and J'aimais-vous in the last album as well. My throat's getting dry, good grief. And then, like, everyone in the comments of the video I was watching was talking about, like, Hello My Alien, and the, like, Your Tiny Pinky, and this song, like, as I said, this song is just so personal, and we just get yourself a friendship like this. Like, I love their friendship, and this song was just so, like I said, for this entire album, it didn't feel like they were, like, some songs felt like they wrote it for us, but, like, it also felt like they wrote these songs for themselves in a way, and that's what I really, really loved about this album. So, that's Friend. And then Moon. Oh, Moon. So, I loved Moon, guys. Like, I loved all the songs of this album, but Moon and Inner Child are probably my favorite solo songs. And, oh my gosh, Moon was just so wonderful. And, like, a line that, like, really struck me was, like, okay, so Jin is always the one who goes around saying he's worldwide handsome, and he once, like, somebody yelled at him, "You're handsome," in the middle of, like, a live broadcast where he was, like, announcing something, and he stopped and he was like, "Yeah, I am handsome." And we always, like, joke about that, but there is the line that said, "Everyone says I'm beautiful, but my sea is black." And then he said, "You're the one with the flowers blooming, and the sky is blue." And, like, he's always said how much, he always expresses his love for us. Like, they all do, but Jin is always like, "Army, I love you." And then during Love Yourself, her era, when he had the hearts all the time, like, hidden in random places. And, like, it was just so sweet that Jin wrote us a song like this. And I love it so much. It's just such a good song, guys. And then, moving on to next unit track, Respect. Guys, the way I love this song. Respect was such a fun song. Again, like, it's such a fun track. Like, and, it felt like a part 2 to Moving On. moving on from Most Beautiful Life in Most Beautiful Moment in Life, Part 1. There was a song called Moving On, and I meant to look this up before I made the video. If Moving On was actually a unit track, or if it was a full group track, but like it was about Yoongi and Namjoon's relationship, like as friends, their friendship. So yeah, this is a friendship song in a way, like just like how Friends was, but like, okay, so it was a full unit song. Okay, so Moving On was a full unit song, but now we're finally getting just Yoongi and Namjoon, and they're talking about what respect means, like, because I mean everyone says mad respect, right? So I like this song because they were talking about what does respect really mean, like respect, but these days I'm confused of its meaning. They say it said when someone keeps doing something. Why? I'm not really sure either, brother, do you know? And it's obviously superior than love. And it's a fun song, and it really looks back on... And it's just a fun song because we get to see them being best friends, right? Like, Yoongi and Namjoon have been friends the longest, I think, out of everyone here. And, like, if in Moving On, we hear a lot about, like, when they lived together at the very beginning, and, like, they used to fight all the time and stuff like that, but now we get to see how their friendship has grown, and that's really what I loved about this song. And I read a YouTube comment that was like, imagine them sitting down and like just talking about this one night at dinner or something, and then they like start spitting ideas for a song about this. And honestly, I could see that as being the way that this song came about. Like, maybe they'll address that, but like, it's so fun, and I really hope that they do perform songs like Respect and Friend on the tour. I don't know if they will, because like usually what they do is they do all the everyone's solo songs, and then the group tracks, and that's usually it. But because Friend and Respect are more for themselves than they are for us, track wise. But I do hope that we get to see this live. It would be so much fun. And finally, we get to We Are Bulletproof, the Eternal. Guys, I cried when I listened to this song. Like, I was close at other parts, like during Louder Than Bombs and Friend and songs like that. But We Are Bulletproof, the Eternal just got me. It got me. Like, they were talking about how they started, and because We Are Bulletproof was from their first album, and We Are Bulletproof Part 1 was like pre-debut, and then Part 2 in the first album, and now we're here. Oh my gosh. And they were talking about, and then in the pre-chorus they say, we were only 7, but we have you all now. And then at the very, very end, Jungkook's outro, which is We're Not 7 with you. And just, this song just was so emotional, and they wrote it for themselves, they wrote it for us, and it feels so intimate. This whole album feels intimate. Like, it doesn't feel like a commercial release, you know? It just feels like a love letter. That is exactly what I wanted to say, because I was thinking about this a lot when I was listening to the album. This album is a love letter to us, to themselves, to us, to each other. This album is a collection of love letters that's letters to themselves, to other members of the group, and then to us. And it's just such a personal album. It feels like we really like cracked the diary open, and like this is like it really did feel like a reflection of the last 7 years, and I loved it. Now on to the last song, which, well, technically not the last song, but Outro Ego, which is Hobie's solo song, which we got released right before, it's probably like 2 weeks ago maybe now. I don't know anything about time, but y'all will learn that from this video. So it starts with the intro from their first ever song, and actually from their debut teaser. Like, if you guys have watched their debut teaser, which I'm sure most of y'all have, but at the very beginning when Big Hit was introducing them, it starts with the we are now going to progress to some steps which are more difficult. Ready, set, begin. Big Hit exclusive. And I believe it's also part of the intro in the Too Cool for School. Intro Too Cool for School. Yeah. And then they brought that back here for the beginning of Alter Ego, and it takes you back. Like I said, this is really a diary of the last 7 years, and that was the perfect way to have that. I also would have thought it would cool. I mean, I like that it opened the song, but I think it would have also been cool to put that at the very end of the song. But anyway, Ego was really sweet. The music video was so fun. It was just so Hobie. Like, it literally lived and breathed Hobie. It felt like a song that could have been off Hope World, and the way, like, stylistically it was very beautiful. And then he talks about, like, in verse 2, he's talking about his life, not just as J-Hope, but as Hoseok, and the beginnings of his dancing, and then how he's become a member of BTS, and at the very end, in the outro, you have the map of the soul, map of the all, that's my ego. And it was a perfect close to this album. So, and I guess the last song is the other version of On featuring Sia. And guys, I was so excited for this because Sia's voice is so cool and unique, and I really wanted to see how she'd put her spin on the title track. And then they did her dirty. They just kind of stuck her into the chorus like they did with Halsey on Boy With Love, but I felt like Halsey felt more, I don't know, like, it felt more organic to put her in Boy With Love, but Sia, I just felt like they kind of, like, shoved her in there just to have a feature. And they also, like, I don't know if it was auto-tune or they did something to her voice, and it didn't really sound like her either. I kind of wished she'd done, like when Nicki Minaj featured on Idol, at least she got, like, a verse, bridge something. She got a something. And, like, I was hoping we get something like that with Sia, but we didn't. So I was really disappointed with that. But, I mean, it's there. I probably won't listen to the Sia version again because I don't feel like it really brings anything to the song at all, unfortunately. But yeah, that is it. That is Map of the Soul 7. So my final thoughts, because I meant to talk about this at the beginning and then I forgot. But as I said numerous times throughout my review, it really was a love song. And not just a love song, it was a love letter. It was a love letter to BTS, to the members, to their friendships, to our relationship with them. And it was just, it felt like a close. And I don't mean this like in any like foreboding way, but like, I think we all kind of know that Jin has to enlist soon. I believe he has to enlist this year. If not, it's like next year, but I'm pretty solidly sure that he has to enlist this year. So this is probably the last full album. They might do a repackage over the summer. I'm smelling a repackage over the summer. But this will probably be their last like major release and tour with Jin before he goes off to the army. And their last thing is full OT7 before everyone starts going off one by one to the army. So I think that this was the perfect way to close it. To close this like first chapter. To close this chapter of their history and their journey. So I think I loved Map of the Soul 7, guys. Like, it was so good. It was really something. And it was such a well done album, and I think it was the perfect way to send us off. Because, like I said, we're progressing into a new era of BTS, not just with the like Map of the Soul eras like coming to a close, but like a new chapter. We're turning over a new leaf, all of us together. And I mean, I'm really excited for it, but we're obviously all gonna miss Jin very, very much, and yeah, but I think this was a good way to let us to like really. They really wanted to like. They took a year off, and I was like, I admit I was upset when we didn't get anything except for Persona last year because I was like, this is our last full year, I'm pretty sure, and what are we gonna do? We're gonna lose Jin, and we're gonna lose Jin for 2 years, and what are like things are gonna start changing, and so where's the content? Like, wouldn't we want to make the most of the time? And then they gave us 7, and honestly, it was so worth the wait. I mean, it really was worth the wait. Like, it was so worth the wait. And it was perfect. It really was the perfect album. and it was just so genuinely BTS. And I feel like, not that their previous albums haven't been, it's just with the Love Yourself era and with Persona, they were very much, we were in the chapter of, that was the chapter of BTS when they were like taking their first steps internationally, and we were focusing on breaking into the US market and the international market and becoming worldwide. So this album really felt like not a step back, but like a step with. And it just felt like we were finally like coming full circle and reminding us that BTS are still BTS, because I know a lot of us kind of feel like, I know some of us do feel like BTS have changed a little bit because the fandom's gotten so much bigger and they've gotten so much bigger. And I know personally, I felt a little distant over the last couple of years because the fandom has gotten so big and so many things have changed. But like, this album really was a reminder that things are always going to stay the same at the crux, no matter where they go or what they do. And even in the future, one day when they eventually do disband, I mean, we're always going to be armies. We're always going to be together with them, even if they aren't promoting. And I really think that this album made that so clear and so special. So yeah, those are my thoughts on Map of the Soul 7. And so excited. After I film and edit this video, I'm just gonna probably be just playing the album on loop all day. So yeah, sucks to be my family. They're gonna have to suck it up. But yes, so look forward to more content on this comeback coming up in the future, because I've got stuff planned, guys. I know I've said this so many times, but I've got stuff planned. I told you guys my album is going to be here somewhere in the next 2 weeks. So I'm going to be filming unboxings, and then I'm also going to probably, like, depending on when the album gets here, because we had, obviously, since Choice Music hasn't gotten their albums, they can't give us, like, shipping information because they can't ship our albums yet. But when I get more information about that, I will be posting on Twitter and letting y'all know how we're going to go about doing this, because I want to also talk about the actual music video for On when it comes out. And so I might either make that a separate video, or I'll clump it in with like my unboxing video and do that. And I've got a bunch of other ideas for the channel as well. I've got so many ideas right now. Looking at my schedule for this semester school-wise, it looks like we're probably gonna get new videos every Friday, because I've kind of gotten into the rhythm of filming, editing, and putting out videos on Fridays. So right now, I want to safely say that that's what's going to be going on with the channel. So next Friday, I will, whether my album is here or not, I'm going to probably try to put something up for the music video release. And maybe I'll also, depending on, like, because there's a lot of stuff happening next week. The Carpool Karaoke is coming out, and I'm so excited for that, because I'm a big fan of the Late Late Show, especially the Carpool Karaoke segment, because that's what got me into the Late Late Show. And then there's going to be let me look at the schedule. There's going to be the MTV Fresh Out, the Hyundai ad, which is like an hour, I heard, like with Jungkook. I don't really know what that's going to be, but we're going to find out. Something with Extra TV, then stuff about the press conference. Oh, yeah, and the Tonight Show is next week. And Carpool Karaoke will all be up before the music video releases. And so maybe I'll put all that together and then do the unboxing separately. Let me know in the comments if y'all have any ideas about how I should do it, but I do want to include all of that. Plus, we just found out we're getting a comeback show on MNet, I think, like we usually do, but we haven't had one in a while. I think the last time we had a comeback show was Tier, I think? Or I haven't been watching them, which is really bad. But, but yeah, so I hope, thank you to whoever took, oh my god, almost an hour out of their day to listen to me talk about BTS. But, I hope you guys have an amazing day. It is BTS Day, guys. It's comeback day. So yes, get excited, listen to the album, have fun. And let me know what you guys' favorite tracks are, and like, what you guys thought about the album in the comments, and on Twitter. My links to my Twitter in the description and on my page. It's also just Sunflower Hey Hey on Twitter. And I've been really bad about being active on Twitter, but if y'all tweet me, I will reply. So tell me about how y'all thought about the album, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!